God says, I am tired of trying to talk to you. Open this message now. It is important for you to see this before it vanishes. Open this message quickly. Why do you keep pushing me aside when I've been calling out to you again and again? You think you have time, but you don't see how close you are to missing the very thing you've been praying for. Listen to me. This is not just another moment. This is a divine interruption in your life. You're standing at the edge of something eternal, something that could change everything. Don't turn away. Don't scroll past. If you miss this, you could miss the breakthrough, the healing, the miracle that's been chasing you. Stop what you're doing, focus, and receive what I'm trying to place in your hands. Comment Amen right now to affirm that your heart is open. I have been trying to reach you, not once, not twice, but over and over, through the silence, through the pain, through every sleepless night. You thought I was gone. You thought I was silent. But I've been right here, watching you break, watching you pray through the tears, waiting for you to stop running long enough to hear me. And now I'm telling you, this is not just a message. This is the moment where heaven is trying to get through to you. Don't ignore this. Like this video. If you feel the weight of this in your soul, you feel forgotten, don't you? You've been asking where I've gone. You've been questioning why the blessings seem delayed, why the pain hasn't passed yet. But child, I was never gone. I was walking beside you in the valley. I saw every tear you cried when no one else knew what you were carrying. I heard the whispered prayers when you didn't even know what to say. You're not abandoned. You're not alone. I am still here. And I'm not leaving. You've been asking me for signs, asking me to speak louder. But the truth is, I've been speaking, and your heart was just too crowded to hear me. I've been whispering in the quiet moments, in the middle of the storm, in the stillness of your thoughts. And I've been saying this, hold on, I'm not finished with you yet. What I'm doing in your life right now may not make sense, but trust me, what looks like a delay is my preparation. What feels like silence is me getting things in place. You're about to step into something greater than you've imagined. Comment 1111 if you believe I'm speaking to you right now. I need you to know this deep in your bones. You are not forgotten. You are not being punished. You are being prepared. The pain is not the end of your story. The loneliness is not a curse. It's a setup for something sacred. I know it's been hard. I know you're tired. I know you've wanted to give up. But don't. Because if you give up now, you'll never see what I had waiting just on the other side of your struggle. My child, stop measuring my love for you by how easy your life feels. I loved you on the cross. I loved you when you were far from me. I loved you when you didn't love yourself. My love isn't fragile like the world's. It doesn't leave when you're messy, and it doesn't shrink when you're confused. I see you. I see the weight you've been carrying, and I want you to give it to me. Lay it down. You've carried it long enough. I didn't call you to be strong without me. I called you to trust me even when you're weak. Don't keep pretending you're okay when you're not. Don't keep bottling it up, thinking no one will understand. I understand. I walked through pain. I was betrayed. I cried tears. I felt every human emotion. I came near so I could carry what you were never meant to carry alone. So let me in. Let me into the dark parts you're ashamed of. Let me into the past you hide from. Let me into your heart fully. You've been looking for confirmation, and this is it. I haven't left you. I haven't forgotten your prayers. And no, I haven't changed my mind about your life. What I spoke over you still stands. My plans haven't expired. My promises don't have a deadline. What I promised you in the light still holds, even though you've been walking through the dark. Don't confuse the battle with the outcome. The battle may be intense, but the victory is still yours. You keep wondering when the breakthrough will come. You keep watching the door, waiting for the miracle. And I'm telling you this, you're closer than you think. Heaven has not forgotten your name. I am the same God who parted seas, who shut the mouths of lions, who raised the dead, and I haven't lost my power. I still work wonders. I still answer prayers. I still lift up the broken and crown them with purpose. You are chosen, even when you feel unworthy, even when your past screams that you're not enough. I picked you anyway. I called you anyway. And I'm still calling you now. Don't let shame silence the call. Don't let fear hold you back. I already know everything about you, and I still say you're mine. I've protected you from things you never even saw. I've stopped attacks before they reached you. I've sent angels to war on your behalf when you didn't even know you were under attack. You thought you were just lucky. No, you were loved. You were covered. You were shielded by grace that you didn't even ask for. So hear me clearly. Now is not the time to give up. Now is not the time to walk away. Now is not the time to drown in despair. I'm about to do something in your life that will make you forget the years of pain. I'm about to open a door that no man can shut. I'm about to pour out a blessing you won't have room enough to contain. But you have to hold on. You have to keep believing. You have to trust that I haven't brought you this far to leave you. A neuroscientist says yes. A 9-word script, long buried in government files, can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You're going to look back at this moment and say, that was the turning point. That was when God showed up. But only if you don't give up right now. Only if you stay with me. Only if you keep trusting when it hurts, praising when it's hard, and praying even when you feel nothing. Comment 222 if you trust me, even when you don't see it yet. This isn't just motivation. This isn't just comfort. This is me waking your spirit up. I'm shaking you out of the fog you've been walking in. You've settled into survival, but I'm calling you into revival. I didn't create you to live numb and exhausted. I created you to live full of power, purpose, and fire. You're not finished. You're not forgotten. You're not failing. You are rising. I saw you pushing through the noise, the exhaustion, the heartbreak. I saw it all, even the part you tried to hide from yourself. And I want you to know, you don't have to pretend anymore. I'm here now, closer than ever, and I'm not walking away. This is me, breaking through the walls you've built, saying, let me in. Let me help you carry what's crushing you. What you're going through isn't punishment, it's a process. And I know it hurts. I know the waiting feels endless. I know the silence makes you question everything. But don't confuse my silence with my absence. Don't confuse the delay with denial. When you pray and things don't change right away, it's not because I don't care. It's because I'm building something stronger than what you even asked for. I'm not just answering your prayers. I'm transforming you through them. I'm preparing you so that when the blessing arrives, you're not just ready to receive it, but strong enough to carry it. You keep thinking, maybe I missed it. Maybe I messed up too much. Maybe God has moved on from me. But listen to me, and listen carefully. I am not a God who gives up on his children. You may have fallen. You may have made mistakes. But I don't withdraw. My promise is just because you stumbled. I don't take my love back when you're struggling. I'm the same yesterday, today, and forever. And I still want you. I still have plans for you. I still have blessings stored up for you. You need to stop speaking death over your future. Stop saying it's too late. Stop believing the lie that nothing good will ever come. I speak life into you. I speak restoration over what was lost. I speak peace into your mind. I speak joy into your bones. You are not too far gone. You are not disqualified. You are not invisible. You are seen, loved, and held. Comment 333 to declare your faith that I'm not done working in your life. I've seen the battles you've fought behind closed doors, the spiritual warfare, the thoughts that tried to break you, the temptations that tried to trap you, the moments where giving up seemed easier than holding on. And yet, here you are, still standing, still breathing, still holding on. That's not by chance. That's my strength in you. That's my mercy covering you. That's my spirit keeping you from falling apart completely. Don't you see? You're stronger than you know because I've been holding you up the entire time. Every tear you've cried, I've caught. Every prayer you whispered when no one else knew, I heard. And I'm not ignoring them. I'm answering in ways you can't yet see. Sometimes I say, wait, because what I'm giving you is too big to be rushed. You want the blessing, but I want to build the character first. You want the door to open, but I'm securing the foundation under your feet first. I'm not denying you, I'm preparing you. Child, stop chasing people who don't see your worth. Stop trying to earn love from those who only take from you. I've already called you worthy. I've already placed my identity over you. You don't need to fit in with the crowd when you were made to stand apart. You're not missing out on anything by walking with me. In fact, everything you've lost by choosing me, I will return in ways you can't even imagine. You thought it was rejection, but it was protection. You thought it was failure, but it was redirection. I closed that door because it wasn't meant for you. I ended that relationship because it was going to drain the life from you. I let the storm come, not to destroy you, but to wake you up, to pull you back to me, to show you how deeply I care for your soul. And now I need you to trust me fully, not just when things feel good, not just when prayers are answered quickly. I need you to trust me in the silence, in the waiting, in the days when nothing makes sense, because that's where real faith grows. That's where your roots go deep. That's where you stop depending on feelings and start depending on me. You've been asking for peace, and I will give it, but not as the world gives. My peace doesn't depend on your circumstances. It comes from knowing I'm in control even when everything feels chaotic. My peace comes from surrender, not struggle. So stop fighting battles I already won. Stop stressing over things I'm already working out. Rest in me. You don't have to prove anything. You just have to trust. You don't have to be perfect. I never asked you to be. I just asked you to be honest with me. Bring me the mess. Bring me the doubt. Bring me the fear. I won't turn you away. I won't shame you. I'll meet you in that place and I'll heal what's broken. You don't have to fix yourself before coming to me. Come to me so I can help you heal. I have so much ahead for you, but you have to let go of what's behind you. The shame, the regret, the fear, the anger. You can't carry it into the next season I'm preparing for you. It's too heavy and it's not yours to carry anymore. Lay it down at my feet. I'm not asking you to understand everything. I'm just asking you to trust me with everything. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed a 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life. But now, you can reverse it. Say these 9 words and wealth starts to follow you starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You may not see how this will work out, but I do. I see the end from the beginning. I know the exact moment things will shift. I know the right people to bring into your life. I know how to heal the wounds that you've hidden for years. And I will do it. I will restore what was lost. I will redeem what was broken. I will bring beauty from ashes. You are not cursed. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are blessed even in the storm. You are loved even when you don't feel it. You are mine even when you don't act like it. Nothing can snatch you out of my hand. Not fear, not failure, not even your own doubts. And I promise you, if you stay with me, I will lead you through this. I will light up your path. I will give you wisdom. I will give you strength. You won't have to walk through fire alone. You won't have to figure it all out. I've already gone before you, and I'm clearing the way. And now, I'm telling you, the shift has begun. Not tomorrow, not next year, right now. This is not a season to be silent. This is not the time to retreat in fear. I'm calling you to lean in. Lean in when you're tired. Lean in when you don't understand. Lean in when it hurts. Because if you do, you'll walk into what generations before you only dreamed of. You've been walking through the fire, and it's felt endless. But what you didn't see was that I was in the fire with you. Just like I stood with the three in the furnace, I've been right there beside you. That fire didn't destroy you. It refined you. It burned away the things that were weighing you down. It taught you to rely on me. It showed you that even in the flames, you were never forsaken. And now, because you didn't bow to the fear, because you didn't give in to the doubt, I'm raising you up from the fire with favor. I've seen how you kept worshiping me even when everything around you was breaking. I've seen how you still thanked me when your heart was shattered. That didn't go unnoticed. Heaven saw every act of faith. Every seed you planted in pain is about to spring forth with joy. The harvest is coming, not because you earned it, but because I'm faithful. I said I'd never leave you, and I meant it. I said I'd bless you, and I will. My word doesn't return void. You've been trying to hold everything together, thinking that if you let go, everything would fall apart. But what if letting go is the very thing that makes room for me to move? What if surrender is the key that opens the next door? You don't have to carry the weight of the world. You were never created to be your own savior. I am your provider. I am your defender. I am your healer. I am your father. And I want to carry you through this, not just stand by and watch. Comment 1212 if you believe I am making a way for you right now. Some of you have been surrounded by voices of fear, of doubt, of negativity. You've let those voices become louder than my promises. And now I'm telling you it's time to silence every voice that doesn't speak life. If it doesn't build you up, if it doesn't align with my word, it has no place in your heart. You weren't meant to live in confusion. You weren't designed to live in chaos. I am not the author of confusion. I am the God of peace. I bring clarity, not confusion. I bring rest, not exhaustion. I know you've been tired, not just physically, but in your soul. You've been tired of the waiting, tired of the silence, tired of hoping for something to change. And I understand, but I want you to hear me clearly. Your tired season is not the end of your story. Your emptiness is not the last chapter. I am breathing new life into you. I am restoring your strength. I am giving you new fire, fresh purpose, and a heart that beats again with faith. There are blessings on the way that you didn't even pray for. Doors are opening that you didn't even knock on. Not because of who you are, but because of who I am. I delight in blessing my children. I take joy in lifting you up. I take joy in restoring what you lost. And I'm about to pour out so much that it overflows. I'm not blessing you just for you. I'm blessing you so that others will know who your God is. You will walk through rooms where others said you'd never belong. You'll sit at tables you thought were beyond your reach. And when you do, remember this: it was me who made a way. It was my grace that lifted you. Never forget where I brought you from, because your story will be the key to someone else's freedom. What the enemy meant for harm, I am flipping for good. Every setback will become a setup. Every loss will lead to a lesson. Every closed door was protection. You've been asking me to speak, and I am. Right here, right now. I'm telling you, stop shrinking. Stop dimming your light. I placed something powerful inside you. You're not ordinary. You're not a mistake. You're not too late. You are chosen, called, anointed, and equipped. Stop looking around for someone else to rise up. It's your time now. I've been preparing you. I've been stretching you. I've been pouring into you behind the scenes, and now it's time to walk in it. I'm not waiting for you to be perfect. I'm waiting for you to be available. I don't need your performance. I want your surrender. I want your yes. Even if you're scared, even if you're unsure, even if your voice shakes, say yes. Say yes to the calling. Say yes to the healing. Say yes to the change. Because I will meet you in your weakness and turn it into strength. I will meet you in your brokenness and bring beauty from it. Comment 777 if you believe my favor is resting on you right now. Why did 19,583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence, just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research and once hidden by the FBI. Now they're paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. You don't see it yet, but others will soon look at your life and say, "Only God could have done that." What I'm about to do will be undeniable. I'm going to make it clear that my hand is on you. I'm going to silence every lie spoken over you. Every label that didn't come from me is being broken now. You are not what they called you. You are who I say you are, redeemed, loved, chosen, and sealed by my Spirit. You've been through battles that no one knows about. You've walked through storms with a silent strength. And that strength didn't come from you, it came from me. I was the one holding your heart together when it felt like it was falling apart. I was the one who gave you the grace to keep going when your faith was fading. And I'm still the one walking with you now. Don't let your current struggle blind you to the bigger story I'm writing. What feels like loss today will become a testimony tomorrow. What looks like an end is really just the beginning. My plan is still unfolding, and it's good. It's full of hope. It's filled with promise. You may not understand it, but you don't have to. You just need to trust that I'm still God in the middle of it. Your future is not in the hands of your enemies. It's not in the hands of your past. It's not in the hands of fear. It's in my hands. And my hands are steady, strong, and full of mercy. Nothing can snatch you from them. Nothing can block what I've ordained. No delay, no failure, no fear can cancel my purpose. The parts of you that were broken in secret, I've been healing. The wounds that lingered behind your smile, I've been restoring. I never stopped shaping you. I never left. I was just quiet because I was doing something holy, something only I could do without distraction. Now I'm calling you forward, not the version of you that's tired and afraid, but the one I've been strengthening in the silence. You asked for peace, and I'm giving it. Not the kind that fades when storms come, but the kind that stands still even when everything around you shakes. This peace doesn't come from circumstances. It comes from knowing that I, your God, am still in control. I've never lost track of your life, not even for a moment. I've numbered every hair on your head. I've watched every step you've taken. I've caught every tear, even the ones you cried in your pillow late at night when no one else could hear. You are fully known, fully seen, and deeply loved. You may feel like you're walking through a desert, like everything around you is dry, lifeless, and empty. But listen to me. I bring streams in the desert. I bring water from rocks. I bring life from death. This season may feel barren, but it is not without purpose. I have you here for a reason. I'm training your eyes to see me, even when the scenery looks lifeless. I'm teaching your heart to trust me, not just when blessings flow, but when everything seems to be standing still. Comment 999 if you believe I'm turning this dry place into living waters. Don't forget the times I came through for you before. Don't forget the doors I opened, the battles I fought, the miracles you never expected. I didn't stop being that God. I didn't change. I'm still the God who breaks chains. I'm still the God who speaks light into the darkness. I'm still the God who lifts the head of the weary and places crowns on the brokenhearted. I'm not finished with your story, and you're not at the end. You're standing at the edge of breakthrough. What feels like pressure is actually me pressing purpose out of you. The resistance you feel is not meant to crush you, but to reveal how strong you've become. I've placed something inside of you that only pressure can bring out, that oil of anointing, that fire of faith, that unshakable hope. It doesn't come from comfort, it comes from the crushing, and though it hurts, it's holy, it's sacred, because it draws you closer to me. You've been saying, God, I don't know how much more I can take, and I've been saying, you don't have to take it alone. Let me carry the weight with you. Let me strengthen your weary hands. You were never supposed to fight alone. I am your warrior. I am the one who goes before you. I fight battles in realms you can't see. I cover you when you're too weak to pray. I surround you when enemies rise up. You are not outnumbered. You are surrounded by angels, by grace, by power. And what the enemy used to try and break you will become the very thing I use to bless you. Your pain will have purpose. Your trials will birth testimony. Your struggle will make space for a story that will lead others home. That's why you can't give up. That's why you have to hold on. Because this is not the end. This is the beginning of something divine. When you feel overlooked, remember this. I don't miss anything. I don't forget the faithful. I don't ignore the humble. The world may pass you by, but I see you. I've chosen you, and what I've placed in you is rare. That calling, that fire, that heart that keeps beating for me even when life hurts. I've been protecting it, shaping it, and now I'm going to use it. Stop comparing your journey to others. You don't need to run at their pace. I'm not in a hurry with you. I'm building something that lasts, something that carries weight, something eternal. Every step I've ordered for you is intentional. Even the detours, even the delays, they've all served a purpose. I'm weaving everything together for your good, and nothing will be wasted. I know what you've lost. I know what you've had to walk away from, and I know it still hurts. But I promise you, I will restore. Not just what was taken, but even the joy that faded, the time you thought was wasted. I redeem time, I restore hearts, I rebuild what others said was broken for good. Nothing is beyond my reach. Nothing is too far gone for me. Comment 1010 if you believe I'm restoring what you thought was lost. Could a 9-word ritual really be your key to financially freedom? What sounds like fiction is now being confirmed by science. Harvard researchers and FBI documents point to a hidden brain center that, when activated, draws in abundance naturally. This 9-word prayer has helped over 19,000 broke people attract wealth and live a life full of abundance. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. I've seen how you've tried to stay faithful, how you've kept praying even when it felt like I was silent. That faith honors me. It moves heaven. It unlocks doors. Don't think your little prayers are ignored. Don't think your small acts of faith go unseen. I've counted them all, and I'm turning them into harvest, into favor, into blessings you didn't even ask for. There are rooms being prepared for you, favor being stirred on your behalf, conversations being had in your absence that will lead to doors opening for you. Not because you networked, not because you forced your way in, but because I went ahead of you and touched hearts to make room for you. I exalt the humble. I lift those who serve with quiet strength, and your reward is coming. Don't lose hope. I know it's been a long road. I know you've questioned why it's taken so long, but every delay had purpose. Every moment of waiting has added depth to your story. And now, suddenly, things are going to shift. That suddenly moment is on the horizon, and when it comes, it will be quick, swift, undeniable. You won't have to force it. You'll just walk into it because I made the way clear. I've been waiting for the moment you'd finally stop trying to do everything on your own and let me step in fully. You're not weak for being tired. You're human, and I am your God. I am your strength. I am your rest. I am the one who lifts the weight off your shoulders and brings peace to the storm inside you. You've been running on empty for so long that you forgot what peace feels like. But I haven't forgotten. I remember who you were before the world wore you down. I remember the dreams you let go of, the joy you buried under disappointment, the fire in your heart that's now just glowing embers. And I didn't bring you this far to leave you in that state. I'm not done with you. I'm reigniting the flame. I'm calling life back into your spirit. You will laugh again. You will feel whole again. You will rise. You think you're stuck, but I see you on the edge of change. What feels like a delay is really me building something unshakable. When I restore, I don't just replace what was lost. I increase, I heal, then I bless. I break chains, then I elevate. You are not stuck. You are positioned. Positioned for breakthrough, positioned for elevation, positioned for favor that doesn't make sense to the world. You're not forgotten. You're chosen. And I'm preparing to show you why you had to go through what you did. Don't listen to the voices that say it's over. Don't believe the lies that say you've missed your chance. My timing is perfect. You haven't missed anything that I have for you. What's meant for you will find you. You don't have to chase it. You don't have to beg for it. You just have to stay close to me. Stay in my presence. Stay faithful even when it's hard. Because what's coming will be worth every tear, every prayer, every lonely night. Comment 1515 if you believe I'm still writing your story with victory at the end. You've had moments where you questioned whether I was even real. I know that. I saw those thoughts, and I didn't turn away from you because of them. I stayed because I'm not afraid of your questions. I'm not offended by your doubt. I'm a father who leans in, not walks away. And in the moments when you were the most unsure, I was the most near. The times when you didn't feel me were the times I carried you the most. You thought you were surviving, but I was sustaining you. You've been faithful even when you didn't feel strong. That faith, even if it was as small as a mustard seed, has moved heaven. You don't need loud, dramatic faith. You need honest faith. The kind that whispers, "God, I still believe, even through tears." That's the kind of faith I honor. That's the kind of faith that unlocks doors. That's the kind of faith that changes everything. There are things you've been praying for that seem like they're never going to happen. But I'm telling you, they're not denied. They're developing. I'm preparing you so the blessing doesn't overwhelm you. I'm stretching your capacity. I'm increasing your strength. I'm building your roots deeper so you can hold the weight of the harvest that's coming. What you think is a no is just a not yet. Trust me, I'm not just restoring things around you. I'm restoring you from the inside out. Your confidence, your peace, your clarity, your identity. You've been through some things that made you question who you are, but I never questioned you. I know exactly who I created. I made you strong. I made you brave. I made you capable of carrying what others thought would crush you. And now I'm rebuilding you with fire in your soul and light in your eyes. Comment 1717 if you believe I'm restoring not just your life, but your spirit. You're stepping into a new chapter, but you need to let go of the old one. I know it's hard. I know some things still have your heart. But if you keep holding on to what I've already called you out of, you'll miss what I've prepared for you next. Let go, not because it didn't matter, not because it didn't hurt, but because your future is too important to carry the weight of what's behind you. I'm doing a new thing, and I need your hands open to receive it. There are divine connections coming to you, people who will speak life into you, not drain it from you. People who will remind you of who you are in me. People who will lift you when you fall and push you when you stall. I'm removing what was only seasonal and bringing what is meant to stay. Don't mourn what I removed. Celebrate what I'm about to release. What do brain surgeons and billionaires know that you don't? This 9-word money code, once reserved for elites, is now being shared with everyday people, and the results are mind-boggling. Cash windfalls, cleared debt, and lifelong stress gone. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. I want you to be free, not just on the outside, but deep in your soul. Free from guilt, free from fear, free from needing to prove yourself. You don't have to earn my love. You already have it. You don't have to perform to be chosen. I picked you when you were still broken. When you didn't even know who you were, I called you mine. And that hasn't changed. Nothing you've done has cancelled my love. Nothing you've faced has diminished your value. You are still mine. I've gone ahead of you. I've prepared the way. You don't have to fear what's next, because I'm already there. I'm not asking you to have it all figured out. I'm asking you to trust that I do. Even when the steps feel uncertain, even when the path feels unfamiliar, walk with me. I'll lead you one step at a time. I won't let you fall. This is not the time to shrink back. This is not the time to settle. This is the time to rise, to believe again, to pray boldly again, to dream again. I'm reigniting the dreams you buried, the vision you abandoned, the desires you thought were too far gone. I place them in your heart, and I'm breathing on them again. You're not forgotten. You're not overlooked. You are seen. Every step you've taken in faith has brought you closer. And even when it felt like nothing was happening, everything was. In the silence, in the struggle, in the stretching, I was moving, I was healing, I was shifting things in your favor. There were prayers you whispered in pain, so quiet you weren't sure they even counted. But I heard every one of them. I stored them. I didn't ignore them. I never delay out of neglect. I delay to protect and to perfect. What you've been waiting for needed more time because I was building it to last. I wasn't preparing something temporary. I was preparing something eternal, something unshakable. You've asked me for peace, but I'm giving you more. I'm giving you a deep confidence that even in the waiting, even in the uncertainty, I'm still good, and I'm still God. You've asked me to remove the struggle, but I've been using the struggle to reveal your strength. Not a strength that comes from pushing through in your own effort, but the kind that comes from leaning fully on me. You thought you needed to do more, fix more, be more. But the truth is, you just needed to trust more. I'm not looking for your performance, I'm looking for your surrender. Just bring me your heart. That's all I ever wanted. Comment Amen if you believe I'm not just healing your life, but your heart too. There's a shift coming that will make everything make sense. You've been walking through a season that didn't align with what I promised you. You looked around and wondered, God, how can this be part of your plan? But child, my plans are not confined by what you can see. I do my best work in the unseen. I align things behind the curtain of time, and then suddenly it all unfolds. And that suddenly moment is close, so close. I know it's been lonely. I know you've felt misunderstood, even by the people closest to you. But I've been using the loneliness to draw you closer to me, to quiet every other voice so you could hear mine more clearly. And I need you to know this, your isolation was not rejection, it was redirection. I removed some people not because you weren't enough, but because they were never meant to walk into the next season with you. Where I'm taking you requires people who speak life, not confusion. People who lift you, not limit you. You're entering a season where I will bring divine clarity. Confusion is lifting, the fog is clearing. You'll begin to feel again, dream again, breathe deeply again. The anxiety will loosen its grip, the fear will lose its voice. Because I am releasing a peace that surpasses understanding. And it's not because everything around you will suddenly be perfect. It's because you'll know I'm with you in all of it. Comment 222 if you trust me, even when you can't see what's ahead. This is also a season of release. You can't take old burdens into a new season. There are some things I need you to lay down, not because they weren't important, but because they were only meant to carry you this far. You've outgrown the fears that once held you back. You've outlasted the lies that once tried to define you. Now, it's time to step forward. Not in fear, not in doubt, but in faith. You are stronger now. You are wiser. And you are ready. What you feel breaking apart is actually me breaking you open, so that what I've planted inside of you can finally grow. You asked for more, but more always comes with a cost. More requires stretching, surrender, and trust. That's why you've been uncomfortable. That's why things started shaking. I had to break what was limiting you so I could release what was inside of you. This breaking isn't punishment, it's birth. And on the other side is a life you never thought possible. There are things I've placed in your spirit that the world hasn't seen yet. Gifts, ideas, callings waiting to be activated. And now I'm awakening them. You're not here by accident. You weren't born to live a life of defeat and doubt. You were born to reflect my glory. You were created to carry light into dark places. You are a city on a hill. You are salt and light. You are a living example of what grace can do when a surrendered heart says yes. There's still work to do in you, but that doesn't disqualify you. I use the broken. I lift the overlooked. I anoint the unqualified. Because when I move through your weakness, the world doesn't see your power, they see mine. And that's the point. You're not supposed to be enough on your own. I am your enough. I always have been. I always will be. You're not late. You're not behind. You're not too damaged. You're right on time for what I've planned. I don't measure you by your past. I cover your past. I don't define you by your mistakes. I redeem your story. What others walked away from, I stepped closer to. You are not the things they said about you. You are not the thoughts that try to shame you. You are mine. Why is the government desperate to hide this 9-word prayer? A shocking FBI leak has just revealed a simple 9-word prayer, now letting everyday people erase debt and attract unstoppable wealth. Verified by leading scientists and supported by Harvard research, this at-home ritual is turning financial stress into a life of luxury. Dream homes, new cars, luxurious vacations, it's all within reach. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. This season might not look like victory, but it is. Because every time you chose to believe instead of fear, that was victory. Every time you praised me when you didn't feel like it, that was victory. Every time you didn't quit when you had every reason to, that was victory. And all of heaven saw it. And now, the harvest is coming. I'm not asking you to understand it all. I'm asking you to believe that I'm still in it. Every high, every low, every part of the journey, I've walked it with you. And I will keep walking with you until you cross into the promise. There is more waiting, more joy, more peace, more clarity, more healing. Don't give up now. You didn't come this far just to come this far. You're standing on the edge of something holy. And I'm calling you to step forward. You haven't just survived, you've grown. Even if you don't feel it yet, your spirit has stretched, your faith has deepened. You've learned to trust me, not just with what's easy, but with what hurts. And that kind of trust is powerful. That kind of faith opens doors no man can shut. I know there were nights you lay awake, wondering if things would ever change, wondering if your prayers had fallen into silence, wondering if maybe, just maybe, I had forgotten about you. But I didn't. Not for a second. I was working even when you didn't see the work. I was answering even before you knew what to ask. Every time you felt abandoned, I was closer than ever. I didn't forget your name. I didn't misplace your prayers. I was storing them, holding them, answering them in ways you couldn't yet understand. You don't need to force open what I've already planned to unlock. The pressure you've felt to make everything happen, to fix, to control, to carry everything, it's not yours to bear anymore. Let go of the belief that it all depends on you. It doesn't. I hold your future. I hold your family. I hold your dreams, and I'm not a careless God. I don't drop what I cherish. You are safe in my hands. Comment Amen if you believe I've been carrying you through what you thought you had to carry alone. There is a reason for the waiting. I know that's hard to hear when your heart is aching. But the delay is not a denial. The waiting has been a season of preparation. I've been strengthening you, stretching you, rooting you deeper in me. Because what's coming will require more strength, more discernment, more trust. I'm building the foundation now so you can stand firm later. You think you've been stuck, but you've been growing slowly, quietly, and steadily. When I open the door, and I will, you won't have to wonder if it's me. It will be undeniable. The peace that comes with it will silence your doubts. The timing will be so precise that you'll see my hand all over it. And you'll say, now I understand why I had to wait. Because when it happens, it won't be a temporary fix. It will be a lasting shift. It won't be another cycle of ups and downs. It will be real, whole, complete. You're not being punished. You're being positioned. The loss, the heartbreak, the uncertainty, it's all part of what I'm shaping in you. You didn't lose time. You didn't fall behind. I'm not bound by your calendar. I restore what's been lost. I make up for years the enemy tried to steal. I redeem, I rebuild, I resurrect. Nothing is wasted when it's placed in my hands. The enemy has tried to convince you that this is the end, that your best days are behind you, that your prayers didn't work, that your faith was pointless. But I'm here to tell you he's a liar. The enemy only attacks what threatens him. You've been under pressure not because you're weak, but because you're dangerous to the darkness. You carry light. You carry my spirit. And that's why he's fought so hard to break you. But he didn't win. You're still here, still breathing, still hoping, still standing. And that means there's still purpose in you. There's still victory in front of you. And I'm not done, not even close. Comment 1111 if you believe the enemy didn't win because my hand was on you. I know it's hard to believe when you're in the middle of the mess, when the healing hasn't come, when the answers haven't shown up. But trust this, your breakthrough isn't coming from a place of ease. It's coming from the fire you walked through and didn't quit. It's coming from the worship you gave when your heart was breaking. It's coming from the prayers you whispered through clenched teeth and tear-stained pillows. I honor that kind of faith. There is a fresh wind coming, a new wave of strength, of vision, of clarity. The heaviness will lift, the confusion will break, the fear will dissolve. Because where my spirit is, there is freedom. I'm not just touching your situation, I'm reviving your soul. The dry places in your heart, the numbness, the exhaustion, it's being replaced with fresh oil, new peace, a renewed mind. You are not too broken for me. You never were. I knew exactly what I was getting when I chose you. I knew your story. I knew your scars. I saw the whole journey, and still, I said yes. Still, I called you mine. I'm not disappointed in you. I don't love you less because of your struggles. My love isn't fragile. It doesn't waver. It doesn't run when things get hard. I stay. I remain. I cover. Always. You keep asking me for a sign, but this is it. These words, this moment. This is me, pulling you back to the truth, reminding you of what you've always known deep down. I'm real, I'm near, and I'm never leaving you. The world will change, people will walk away, but I will remain. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing, but the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Don't hold on to what I've asked you to release. You've been clinging to things that comfort your wounds but block your healing. Let it go. The anger, the guilt, the fear of what comes next. You can't receive the new if your hands are still full of the old. I know it's scary to let go, but what I have for you is better. It's peace instead of anxiety, joy instead of sorrow, purpose instead of pressure. This next season will look nothing like the last one. Not because of anything you'll do on your own, but because of what I'm doing in you. I'm rewriting the narrative. Where there was loss, there will be laughter. Where there was pain, there will be peace. Where there was confusion, there will be clarity. And it won't just change you, it will bless those around you. Your healing will become someone else's hope. Your testimony will break someone else's chains. You don't have to chase miracles. Just stay close to me, and they'll follow you. Stay rooted, stay faithful. Keep showing up in prayer. Keep walking in grace. Keep believing when it's easier to doubt. That's what opens the floodgates of blessing. That's where you are right now. You've been wondering why the weight hasn't lifted, why the answers haven't come, why things seem like they're getting harder instead of easier. But what you don't realize is this: right before a seed breaks through the ground, there's pressure. Right before the dawn, the sky is darkest. Right before I move, everything seems still. That's not a sign I've forgotten you. That's a sign I'm closer than I've ever been. You may be worn out. You may feel like nothing's working. But child, I never asked you to carry this alone. You've let the pressure convince you that maybe I'm not listening, maybe this path isn't worth it, but I am listening, and the path is worth it, because it leads to the promise, and I keep my promises, every single one. I'm not a man that I should lie. I don't tease you with hope only to leave you broken. When I say I'm going to do something, I do it, always. This season you're in, it's doing something in you. It's not a punishment, it's a purification. I'm refining your heart, clearing your vision, aligning your soul with heaven's rhythm. You thought I was trying to break you, but I'm actually building you, piece by piece, day by day. In the quiet, in the confusion, in the in-between, I've been working. I've been shifting your spirit so you'll be ready for the weight of what I'm about to release in your life. Comment 333 if you believe I'm working in the silence and preparing you for something greater. I know how deeply you've longed for peace, not just a temporary relief from the chaos, but a lasting, deep, soul-settling peace, and that's what I'm offering you. You don't have to wait for the storm to stop to feel calm again. Peace doesn't come from what's around you. It comes from knowing who is with you. I'm not far. I'm not distant. I'm right here, even now, speaking to your heart. Let me in, and I'll show you peace that passes understanding. I see you trying to hold it all together, trying to be strong for everyone else, trying not to let the weight show on your face. But I see the cracks, and I'm not disappointed in you. I'm proud of you, because even in the middle of your exhaustion, you still haven't walked away. You're still here, still hoping, still praying. And that kind of faith that endures in the storm is beautiful to me. It's more precious than gold. You're closer than you think, closer to the healing, closer to the open door, closer to the breakthrough you thought would never come. I haven't led you this far to abandon you now. You may not see it, but I've been making the way straight. I've been removing obstacles you didn't even know were in your path. You thought things were falling apart, but they've been falling into place, perfectly, quietly, faithfully. This next season of your life is going to reveal why the last season had to happen. You'll look back and say, now I understand. Now I see what God was doing. You will not only be healed, but you'll help others heal. You will not only be blessed, but you'll be a blessing. I didn't bring you through the pain to leave you there. I brought you through it to raise you up stronger, wiser, and more radiant than ever before. I am not a distant God. I don't just sit high and look low. I step into the fire. I step into the pain. I step into the darkness, and I bring light. That's what I'm doing for you now. I'm stepping into your story, into the places where you felt like you had to do it all on your own. And I'm bringing light, healing, clarity, freedom. You're not doing this alone anymore. You never were. Comment 555 if you believe I've already stepped into your situation and things are shifting. You've been afraid to hope again, because you've been let down before. You've been afraid to believe that things could actually get better because disappointment has visited your heart too many times. But I'm calling you out of fear. I'm calling you into bold faith, not because of your strength, but because of mine. I will not let you fall. I will not leave you halfway through your healing. What I started, I will finish. There are people who walked away, and you thought it was your fault. You thought you weren't enough. But the truth is, I removed them, not to hurt you, but to protect you. You didn't lose anything that was meant to stay. And what I'm about to bring into your life will not only replace what you lost, it will restore what you forgot you were worthy of. Real love, real peace, real purpose. This banned wealth signal was hidden in a government vault for over 70 years, until now. It's a simple 9-word brain trigger used by elites to attract unlimited money while the rest of the world struggles. But the moment too many people see this, it could be deleted. Click the link in the description and comments before it's taken down forever. You've been focused on what you lack, what you've lost, what hasn't happened, but I'm about to surprise you with what you didn't even know you needed. I'm bringing joy back into your life. I'm opening doors that don't make sense. I'm making a way where there wasn't one before. And you'll know it was me, because no one else could have done it that way. Don't let shame keep you from me. Don't let the past tell you you're too far gone. I saw it all, and I still chose you. I still love you. I still have plans for you, not because of what you've done, but because of who I am. I don't disqualify the broken, I restore them. I don't shame the wounded, I heal them. And you, my child, are still part of my plan. You are covered in grace, covered in mercy, covered in love. You may not feel worthy of it, but I give it freely. Not because of who you are, but because of who I am. I am your covering. I am your strength. I am your rescue. And I will carry you through this storm and into something beautiful. I've watched you give when you were empty, love when you felt unloved, pray even when the words didn't come out. I've seen the war behind your smile, the struggle in your silence, and the quiet endurance in your soul. And I'm telling you, none of it has gone unnoticed. Heaven has recorded every step, every tear, every sacrifice. I've counted them all, and the time for harvest is coming. Not because you earned it, but because I'm faithful. I honor what the world overlooks. Don't let what you see convince you that nothing's happening. Some of my greatest works begin in silence. You're waiting for doors to open, for answers to show up, but what you don't see is that I'm already on the other side, preparing what's next. I'm moving pieces into place. I'm shifting hearts. I'm softening paths that once felt too hard to walk. You may not feel it, but I'm working in layers you haven't even reached yet.